In today's video, we're talking about why men stop chasing women and what is it that you can do to make sure this never happens to you again. Now, I know most women think that men only stop chasing women and stop making an effort for women in dating. But the truth is, I hear it all the time from my clients who are in relationships and even in long-term marriages that their man has stopped chasing them, stopped making an effort for them. So today we're going to talk about why men chase women so strong at the start and why their effort and their chase starts to slack and reduce over time. And most importantly, what you can do as a woman to make sure this never ever happens to you. If you're new to my channel, welcome. This is dating and relationship coach Sami Wunder, and for the last 10 years, I've dedicated my life to helping ambitious, strong, successful women attract the provider type of healthy masculine man and create amazing relationships with these men. And if you're a returning YouTube family member, welcome. So happy to have you here. So let's just start first and foremost with why is it that men come strong at the beginning and chase so hard at the beginning? Because this is a question literally every woman asks me. So if you look at evolutionary psychology, you will see so much evidence that it is the male of the species, and every species, quite literally with a very few exceptions, who does the job of impressing the female, who makes an effort to win the female for mating. So let's just say men and women of the human species are no different. And this is why when a man finds you attractive, when he finds you physically compelling, he is going to try and make an effort to impress you at the start. This is why I tell my clients all the time that at the beginning, a man is literally showing up in his best behavior. So if a man is not even making an effort at the start, that is not a good sign, because a man who really likes you and is physically attracted to you, he's going to try and put up the best front in the beginning. And this could look like trying to impress you with the kind of dates he books, taking you to the best restaurants, making sure you notice that he has a cool car, showing off with his work achievements, showing off with his muscles. Men want to impress women, and especially if they find a woman appealing, if you are embodying your feminine energy, presenting yourself in your feminine, men are going to try so hard in the beginning to make an impression so that they can conquer you, so that they can win you, so that they can take you to bed and make amazing love to you. But if it's a good man that you're dealing with, he also wants to win your heart, your appreciation. He also wants to know that he is the best thing for you since sliced bread, and that you've never met a man as amazing as he is. This is all wonderful, but why is it that men stop making an effort after the initial chase and after the initial trying to impress you? Well, there are two sets of reasons for this. The situational category reasons, if a man is disappearing on you or stopping the chase, I don't want you to blame yourself, because these are literally reasons that are not in your control. So some situation reasons are as follows. The first one is that he recognizes that he is not able to give you the kind of commitment you deserve. Maybe he has recognized that his career right now is truly his priority. And once he feels like you and him are growing together in attachment, this is when a reality check happens. This is when a wake-up call happens. Okay, the girl is impressed. The girl can be won. The girl is interested in me. But can I really give her the commitment she wants? Can I really give her the attention she deserves? If the answer is no, he is going to stop chasing at this point. And honestly, this has nothing to do with you, because you cannot control how somebody prioritizes a relationship in their life. So another reason, which is situational, that may happen is when a man recognizes that he's not truly ready for a relationship right now. And this has nothing to do with you. You could be the perfect girl. You could be embodied in your feminine energy, doing all the Sami Wunder tools. You could be learning from my programs, showing up as a diva. And he could still suddenly recognize that this is not something he's looking for in his life. It doesn't speak anything about you. It speaks about his priorities in his life. And unfortunately, sometimes men will chase women at the start for the fun of the chase, for the dopamine hit, for testing and evaluating if they can really win you over. But when they start to see that you are really a wife material woman, that is exactly when they will step back, because this is about them. This is about them realizing I am not really looking for anything serious. And so you could be the right person in their life at the wrong time. So this is a situational reason again because of which a man will withdraw, but it has nothing to do with you. Now, another reason, which is situational, why a man may stop the chase is because he feels like he needs to focus on other aspects of his life right now that take away his time and attention from having and supporting a real relationship. It could be because he's having major family issues. It could be because his mom and dad are divorcing, maybe in a health crisis. Maybe he's in a health crisis. Maybe he's in a financial crisis. Maybe he is in some kind of identity crisis. Now, none of this has anything to do with you. You could again be an amazing woman, totally worth the chase, but these are all reasons as to why a man will stop the chase, stop pursuing a woman when he has a recognition of his incapability to give you the kind of relationship you deserve. So those are the situational reasons. And if you find that men are withdrawing from you, it could be because of these situational reasons. I so wish men would openly communicate with women that this is what's going on for them. But the sad truth is that a lot of the times, even healthy, empowered men will not communicate this truth to you. And the way they will communicate with you is basically by reducing their effort for you. Now, let's talk about the other set of reasons. If you've made it so far, you're a smart woman, because this is where really you can influence things. If men keep dropping out, if your partner keeps reducing his effort, this is the stuff you want to focus on. So these are the reasons where, because of the way you are showing up, a man is stopping his chase for you. A man is reducing his effort for you. Now, don't blame yourself. Just learn from what I'm about to say, because you have massive influence on this part. And if you can up level the way you show up, when it comes to these two reasons that I'm about to give you, I can guarantee you that men will not stop chasing you, and they will keep coming after you, and they will keep making an effort for you, whether you're just getting to know them or you are already in a long-term relationship with them. So reason number one, a man will stop chasing a woman, which is under your control, is when he doesn't feel the emotional connection developing. Now, you could be a physically attractive woman, you could be looking after your appearance, you could be doing the Sami Wunder programs and showing up in your feminine energy. But if you are not open and vulnerable, if you are somebody who struggles with sharing your feelings, sharing your emotions with men, receiving help from men, receiving support from men, or just overall receiving from men, what's going to happen is that in early dating, a man will be feeling like he's missing something with you. So he might be like, oh, she's really attractive. Oh, she's so well educated. She's a good person, but I just don't feel it for her. And empowered masculine men tend to be very black and white about this. They're either feeling it for you, and they're either feeling like the connection is deepening with you and growing with you, or they are feeling like you are at a stalemate with them. And even though everything is right on the surface, if he just doesn't feel it, he's going to stop the chase. He's going to stop making an effort for you. Now, the reason why this is under your control is because so many women have traumas and childhoods where they learn to suppress their emotions. And so if you can develop the skill of working on your emotional expression and working on your vulnerability and your ability to show your vulnerability, then this is a reason you can avoid. Because if you can show up with more openness and emotional expression and emotional vulnerability with men, men will not disappear on you. They will keep coming for you. Just this morning, for example, I shared with my husband that a major launch of my program Elevate is coming, and I feel stressed and I feel like a little burdened. And just like a hero, he stood up, he said, let's make time, I want to support you, what is it that you need? And it really means that because of my emotional openness and because of my emotional vulnerability, my man, who is like married to me for 11 years, still works for me, still pours into me, still chases me. And that's because I have the skill of emotional openness and vulnerability. And the good news is, I teach this stuff in my Elevate program. So it is not something that you can't learn, or it is not something you can't master if you struggle with this. And a lot of my high achieving and ambitious women clients struggle with emotional openness and vulnerability. So this is one reason why a man will stop chasing, both in dating and inside a relationship. Because if he doesn't feel your emotional openness and your vulnerability, he feels not needed. He feels like there is nothing he can do for you. It feels like your emotional connection is not deep enough. And this is where men will stop investing in you. And the second reason, which you can control as a woman, is never giving a man the feeling that he has won you over and that he is the most amazing person in your life, and that you will leave all your hobbies and your plans and you will over accommodate and you will do anything for him. Never give any man that impression, because so often when women are getting obsessed and over attached with men, they express their love by making the man the center of their universe. And this is when men stop chasing. This is when a man feels, okay, I've won her. There is nothing else to do. I don't have to keep making an effort to have her around. She is impressed, she is won, and there's nothing more I need to do in order to impress her and win her. This is the worst feeling and the last feeling you want to give a man, especially if you are just getting to know him. I can understand within a relationship or a marriage, of course, you both have explicitly chosen each other, and of course, you both are committed to each other and love each other. But even there, you don't want to give your husband or your boyfriend the impression that you're gonna over accommodate his needs, you're going to abandon your own needs, that all the focus is on him and his needs, and you don't have needs, and it's all about pleasing him. Because that is where, even within a marriage or a relationship, the effort of the partner will fall. And this is such a subconscious thing that happens. And of course, in dating, you don't want to give a man the impression that he's won you. You don't want to give him the impression that he can text you once a week and it's enough. He can just book you once every 2 weeks and it's enough. You don't want to give that impression. You always want to know your worth. You always want to feel like a queen. You always want to know what you deserve and what you're worthy of. And you want to reflect that energy in your dating life and even inside a relationship, because it is so important that a man never feels that he's won you. And this is something in your control. If you are somebody who becomes a man pleaser the minute you like a man, you stop caring about your own feelings, you start caring about his feelings, you stop giving yourself the respect that you know you deserve, and you start making him the center of your world. This is something that you can totally avoid by being careful about it and by actively working on yourself and doing the inner work to elevate your self concept, to elevate the way you see yourself, to elevate the way you know you deserve to be treated, and always holding your partner, your boyfriend, your dates to those standards. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure to give me a like, a comment, subscribe to my channel, and if you want to work more deeply with me, come visit my website samiwunder.com, where I have a menu of self-study programs you can do, or if you want to work with me, book a call and a free consultation with my team, and let's have a conversation. I am here for you to help you with all your love dreams coming true.